Okay, so in today's video we are going from quest 47 all the way up to 58 inclusive, and then we're stopping at 59 to obtain 5 pieces of ancient gear from Gear Raid 2. We're not doing that today. I'll wait until it arrives in a trial and then we'll go on and do it. Okay, let's jump into the video. So here we are, quest 47, clear tide wave 110, that's already been done, so that was out of the way for us, and the next one is launch 5 successful attacks in Guild War. Now, the face-off doesn't work, the friendly face-off, you can't do it that way around, you need to actually do it in Guild Wars, and it needs to be 5 successful ones. So I'm waiting until the very start of Guild Wars, I'm jumping on then, and I'm attacking the easiest people I can find for me, and then that way I can tick off the 5 successful hits. That's essentially how I'm doing it. And then with my 5 attacks done, is jump back in and claim a reward, and then we scoot straight on to quest 48. So quest 48 is clear any stage manually with 3 heroes whose attack exceeds 10,000. Now, so all I've done here is I've jumped into the heroes page and I've looked at my champions to make sure they're above 10,000 attack, and then I can jump straight into my favourite stage, which is campaign stage 1, level 1, the very first one. The only thing to be aware of is there is only 1 space available for a ranged DPS, so mages and marksmen, there's only 1 spot available in stage 1, so just be aware of who you're picking and why. So the other thing to be aware of, if you're doing stage 1 like me, is the time constraint to do it and how quickly you're going to kill the mobs. So I almost run out of time here. I wish I had to see whether you needed to place them down or not, which is essentially my issue. So I put Abomination down, and I'm not really thinking about it here, and I think I'll put a Cetran down, I'll face him that way, and then I'm thinking, oh hang on, I need 18 more coins and these are dying very quickly before I can get my 3rd champion down. I don't know if you have to place him down or not. I should have left it really, but I do get him down and it's all good. But you might want to think about the coin cost of your heroes before you place them down, before you pick them, because the mobs die very quickly. However, we're all done, we got away with it, so we can claim our reward. If we had to go around and do it again, it'd be a little bit annoying, would have lost some stamina, but that would be about it. Then we're on to clear stage 12 or above in Artifact Material Raid, manually without any legendary heroes. So let's go and have a quick play with this. Now, quick check on the quest, that will take us straight to Artifact Material Raid and whatever we're on. We're on number 12, have a quick check of the map. We've got 2 posts that we can use, so we can use 1 healer and we can use 1 AoE DPS or 1 DPS ranged. Now the other thing to make sure of is when you go into stage 12, you should have done it before, so make sure you've got Power of Dominance selected on, because you may as well take the free buff anyway. Then it's a matter of just clearing off everything and starting from scratch. So essentially you're going to need 1 tank. Use Olag, why wouldn't you? Use a healer, I'm using Vortex, again, why wouldn't you? And then it's just a matter of picking out anything else that you want. So I'm going with Idril, easy single target damage dealer, and she will work fine for me. And the rest of them I'm just picking out fighters that I've got leveled up without any real thought process going into it, other than we'll give it a whirl and see what happens, and then some defenders because I'm running out of fighters that I've leveled up. Now looking back on this in hindsight, this was actually a lot easier than I gave it credit for, and I would have probably been better off not bothering with the healer and taking double range DPS, single target. That would have worked out much easier. I've gone the long way around this, so Olag goes down, Idril's down, and then we're just waiting for the healer to come online, and then we run it as a normal fight, and it's a lot easier than I gave it credit for, to be honest. I've got other fighters coming online, so a lot of the ads coming down, but I think if I'd just gone with double DPS, like I say, on the two stands, it would have been made the fight a lot quicker for me. The fight's not long either way, and again, you have got your pod on, so it's not overly complicated, and within a few minutes this is all over and done with. Last bit here and he's dead. That's it. Very quick, very easy. If you've got this far in the game, then you shouldn't really have much of an issue doing this. You've probably got, the only issue you might have is if you're relatively new to the game, but if you've got this far in the Odyssey quest, then I should imagine it shouldn't be that hard to do. So we can go on, we can collect our rewards and move slowly on with the game. Now the next one's rather an interesting one. It is participate in the arena 50 times. Now the thing is, you only have to participate. There's nothing about winning, you can just participate in the arena. So if you've got the arena token saved up, you can smash this out in short order with no worries, or you can do it over a few days. It is what it is, you'll be able to get through it, because there is nothing to do, just participate. So next one is stage 18, Gear 2, let's do that, done and dusted. Now 52, collect 10,000 dragon blood from Drake's Chasm Nightmare 4 in one go. So you know if your team is able to do that. If not, work on your team. You're going to have to get your team to be able to do this 10,000 in one hit. However, once it's done, it is just a matter of going straight on and claiming your reward. There's nothing more to it. The only thing is you might have to wait a day if you want fresh runes to be able to do the boss with. So collect that quest reward, and then we're on to enchant any raw gear piece to enchantment level +10 without a single failure. Now, I don't know if I was lucky, I don't know if I was unlucky. Let me know down in the comments how you got on. This is just the way I did it. I selected my hero page, I went to the gear. On the gear, I just selected all the bits of fancy rolling up, which in my case was some attack pieces on the left hand side. I then selected a secondary stat of attack percent and crit rate. I got rid of everything that was equipped, and I got rid of anything that was enchanted, and I literally started at the top and I auto enchanted them up to 12, and that's all I did. And I started on 22 million gold, and I just slowly worked my way through the stuff, enchanting everything to level 12. So like I said, I don't know if I was lucky or not, but I done it in about 2 million gold. I don't know if that's good or bad or not. I just rolled everything up to 12 and eventually gave them the message saying I'd achieved the quest. So nipping back in, I just claim the quest reward and move swiftly on to the next one. Now the next one is obtain 100 demon soldier shards. So there's a couple of places we can get this from. We can get these from the Dwarven Association. You can pick them up from on a weekly basis. So if you've got this quest coming up, make sure you don't pick them up early in your quest, and then you'll be able to get these when the quest is due. Also, whenever you do Tithe, you can pick them up from Tithe as well. And if it's on, and it's not at the moment, it's been removed, but if the Demonic Crusade is on, remember that you're always getting demon shards from there as well, so that will add on to it for you. Now also you get them from running your gear raids as well. There's a chance that they will drop from there. So, and you'll get them from Guild Wars. You'll get them from the rewards from that. So there's a couple of places you can get them from, and you can either just go into your gear raids and smash through it as quickly as you can and hope they drop for you, or you can just take your time and do it over a couple of days. The choice is yours. They do slowly come in, and it's really up to you which way round you want to do it. So whenever you've got your 100, back to the Odyssey quests, pick up your rewards, and you are off to quest 54. 54 for clear campaign stage, hard 8, number 14. You've probably already done it, and that should auto complete for you and move swiftly on. 55, successfully enhance gear 150 times. Now, the key word in this is successfully. So go to your gear, and you want to check on your gear. So if I select my gear that I want to enchant, and I enchant it up to level 4, we will see that going up to level 4, each one of those is guaranteed. So that means I'm not going to waste any gold on anything, and I can see there that I've got 4 out of the 150. Now, what I'm going to need to do is the rest of my gear. So I pick on something I want to do. For me, I'm going to go attack percentage and crit damage, and then I'll see secondary strat crit rate, and then I'll have a look at everything that isn't enchanted or fitted, and then I will level it up. Now this one I'm leveling up to level 8, and you see it took me 5 attempts to level that up, which means when I come back and check on my quests, It's gone up to 8, but it took me, those additional 4 took me another 5 attempts to do. So I'm going to waste gold if I do that. So what I want to do is just select all the gear that comes into a bracket that I want to level, and I level it all up to level 4. So 38 pieces of gear later, that quest will be complete. So it's done there. Collect on quest 55, now it's quest 56. Now 56 sort of interested me a little bit. Clear any stage manually, so we know what stage I'm going to do. I'm going to do stage 1 with a hero whose attack speed exceeds 600. Now I thought about this and I thought I'd give a couple of tries. So I'm going to pick a champion and then I'm going to build up their attack speed, and I'm going to get somewhere in the region of an additional 491 attack speed to 499 additional attack speed. So most people come with attack speed of 100. So when you have a look at an attack speed 100, so to get to the 600 you need 500. You need an additional 500. I'm going to go somewhere between hopefully 491 and 499, leaving me somewhere between 9 and 1 short. Now there is a reason for this, and let's go and have a quick look. So here we are, one quick build later, and we've got Vorov, and we've got him up to an additional 499, so taking him up to 599 attack speed. Just about got it. I'm happy with that. That's precisely where I wanted him to be, because I want to do some testing with him, and we'll chuck out a couple of myths to see what we can get up and done and dusted with him. Now I couldn't find any artifacts that boost the attack speed, but there's a healer that does it, and this is what we're going to try. So here we are, here's our team going in, and now we've got the speed buff on our hollow, so we're going to chuck them both in there. I'm going to put the speed buff on him, and with the speed buffs on, we'll have an extra 30, which will take them above the 600, and all should be good. So, here we go. So, our fighters down there with our 599 attack speed, and then we are smashing the mobs away. Now, just before the last couple get there, we'll place down our hollow and make sure he's got the buff on him, and then we'll make sure to see if he completes the quest. And there's our hollow. Click on our hero because buffs don't show up. How annoying is that? There we can go. We can see he's got the buff on him, and there it is. It is complete. So at the end of that, he had 599 attack speed, and he had a buff of 30 attack speed. And our quest has not been completed. You can see here we've got nothing done, nothing's come up at the side of the screen, so congratulations, it's quest, there's no red dot on the Odyssey, it remains not done. So just in the performance of testing, we're going to put a Lord in there, and the Lord buffs the attributes by 10%, so I would assume he's got 100 speed, he will have another 10, that would take his 499 to 509, which will give him 609 speed, so he should be able to do this as well. So chuck him in this time, and now he's got the Lord bonus. We can chuck him right at the start because we haven't got to worry about anything, and he can smash through the mobs. And quick as a flash, we've got through this. We've wasted a bit more stamina, so please give the thumbs up, like and subscribe because it helps me out, and I could do with the help because I want to buy some more stamina for things like this. So that's it done. And again, we haven't had a completion of our quest. It is only including your character's attributes when they go in. So 600 speed. Left hand side, whirlwind set plus 75 speed. The item on your weapon should have attack speed on there, and that should be, you should search for attack speed and just pick the item with the most attack speed. And piece on the bottom, you're not going to get attack speed on it, so don't worry about it. Just want to make sure you've got part of the whirlwind set. Now, top right, again, search for anything with substat attack speed and then pick the item with the most attack speed. Now your middle piece, your amulet, you must roll it up to 16 because this is going to be straight attack speed. Now if you have Infernal Roar, Soulbound Arcana, Invigoration Set, Ageless Wrath, anything like that, then you'll get 220 attack speed out of it, so bear that in mind. That's worth an extra 20 attack for you, or attack speed for you, and that is all you're worried about. It's not hard to achieve it. And then again on the last piece, when you're looking for your ring, all you want to do is substat attack speed and pick the piece that's highest. So select attack speed, find the piece that's highest, and then we put that on us. So at the moment we've got 77, and we look at the piece that's already there for us, and that attack speed is 83, so that will take us over because we're only one short, so we will replace that item. With that replaced, we're over 600, and then we can easily go in and go and do our quest. Now this time when we jump in there, we haven't got to worry about anything. We know we've still got a Lord skill, but it's not going to be a great issue for us. We're only worried about attack speed, and we're easily going to overpower the mobs. I think our champion's only 30 or 40 here. He's not fully done up or anything like that. But that is the quest done. There it is. That's the victory for the level. The hero had over 600 attack speed, and then as we load up the new screen, we'll see it come up on the screen saying we've cleared it. We can go to the Odyssey and claim the quest. Next one, 20 wins in the arena. Now, if you tanked your 50, then that will make it a little easier for you to get your 20. If you're not that worried, jump into the arena. If you've got the tokens, it's going to take you a little while. If you haven't got the tokens, it's going to take you a few days, I should imagine. Then we're on to quest 58, and it's a trial of the Northerners and the Piercers on the faction trials. You should have already had these done, and then that's it. We are at quest 59, where we'll be stopping for a little while. So I will wait here until it comes up in the Oracle's trial. Then I'll do a separate video just on quest 59, and we'll have a look to see how much it cost me in stamina, how much gold I got, and if the 5 pieces I got were good or whether they were horrific. Now I am going for stage 19. I'm not going to drop down to stage 17. I'm just going to go for it and hope I get some good drops in here. It's unlikely, but that's what I'm hoping for. Now I am after your help as well a little bit. Now when people come up with some good ideas and they say, oh, I did this way, I do update the spreadsheet with people's good ideas. So recently someone came up and said, oh, I just done a quest to kill 2,000 mobs. I found it really easy. I done the experience raid and I just stopped it beforehand and I get about 90 kills a time. I thought that's actually really good, so I add it into the spreadsheet. So if you have got any hints or tips, then please do actually put them down in the comments. It is good, and I update this, and this is on some people's discords and things like that. And if you don't know it, there'll be a link down below. You just got to file, make yourself a copy of it. Don't claim editing rights or try to, you'll get refused. I won't give them to you, but you can make a copy of it and do what you like with it. I don't mind that at all. So if you've got any tips on how you did it or you think it's a good idea, please put them in the comments below, and I do fill this out and update it. We'll go out to help everyone else as well. If you're new here and haven't seen this before, there will be a link to it in the comments below, don't worry. So thank you very much to the people who have written in. Thank you very much to the people who did the quests with the marksmen. There's a big list of marksmen there that are available, all with freezes and slows and that sort of stuff that help people out. That's been added in now. And again, with the gold collecting one, you really want to go and have a look at the arena teams to see who's using AoE arenas, and they work well for the gold farming for you. Now, if you've got this far, thank you very much for your time. If you leave me a thumbs up, like and subscribe, that'd help me out massively. And you probably deserve to go and get yourself a brew. It's been a long video. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. But thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the video again soon. Happy gaming. Cheers. Goodbye.